mixed doubles action this time. Denmark versus Korea. As TianHe won and Shin Choel take on the world number 4 pair of Joachim Fischer Nielsen and Christinna Pedersen. Shin ranked 22, but they haven't really been playing together in the last 6 months or so, so the world ranking doesn't really show as much. Nielsen and Pedersen, of course, very much in tandem over a number of years from the body injury. Nielsen. For this Simon Owl of Hong Kong. Delighted to say I'm not flying solo for this one. C.Pedersen after hopefully a nice spot a bit dinner. Yeah, is that right, Steve?
That's correct.
Here's a return to the commentary box. Did you go local or did you go international?
No, international. Quick international bite.
Okay, let's bite into what's left in this mixed doubles, shall we? Winner facing Mohammad Rizal and Devi Susanto of Indonesia, or the Chen Hunlong Cheng Wen Sing partnership from Chinese Taipei. So, digested the news about the men's doubles, number 1 pair going out.
Yeah, it wasn't a surprise that they went out. Perhaps a little surprised that they lost to this Taiwanese pair, but then again, we know that the Taipei players, they are very capable. Yesterday, I talked to Joel. I think it's really settled in, even though they've made some results. It's a championship tournament, and it's only
a Korea eventually made a final.
Yeah, but since the Olympics, and I mean, this is the biggest tournament since the Olympics. There's been no tournaments that are big enough to sort of measure your real strength since the Olympics. And I know the tournament organizers probably disagree, but all players have been focusing on the world. That's where all matters. That's where the medals are at stake.
Okay, what about this one then?
Yeah, it's going to be. I think it's going to be a close match.
You can see in 2013, 1 win, 2 losses.
Yeah.
They've not played. I mean, that was in January. Those results.
Yeah.
They've not played because of well, the main vet that Yu Yeon-seong was on military service. Yeah, so they changed the mixed doubles partnerships around for a little while. So
and perhaps I can't remember if Shin Choel has played some men's doubles with a partner. Probably might have done,
but what do you think of the fact that Shin's already been on court for an hour and 16 today? He lost against the Kims.
It's not going to matter.
Doubles. Doesn't matter at all. No. I mean, they both played, unplayed as well, but
yeah,
she was on court for less than an hour.
Christinna played as well.
Yeah.
I don't think
she was quick though.
I don't think this match will be decided on. So that should not be a problem. I think actually, except from the 2 Korean top-seeded men's doubles players that are now knocked out of the tournament, I think the Koreans have looked pretty strong here. The doubles players, and
but it's got to be a. I mean, they're aware of what's happened, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's got to be a shock in some respect.
Ladies and gentlemen,
them, hasn't it?
On my right, TianHe Wang, Shin Choel, Korea. On my left, Christinna Pedersen, Joachim Fischer Nielsen, Denmark. TianHe Wang to serve to Joachim Fischer Nielsen.
Place in the quarterfinals of the mixed doubles up for grabs. They have met once before.
Play.
Was this season at the Korean Open.
and Korea also lost a good chance in the ladies singles where Ji Hyun-sung lost to Carolina Marin.
Yeah, so at the moment the Koreans lost the feel-good factor.
It's excellent.
Have you read the latest interview with Joachim Fischer Nielsen?
No, I haven't.
Okay, you get a mention.
Yeah, I would suspect so.
Yeah, he was asked about his transition from a singles player to a doubles player, and he said he should really be thankful to certain C.Pedersen for flagging it up back in 2007 when you were national coach.
That's no problem. Just if he just transfer 5% of his prize money, then everything's fine.
Yeah,
no,
I can't see that somehow.
The story is that Joachim was a singles player and was sort of expelled from the national team because of his lacking abilities in men's singles. Later on, when Carsten Mogensen was injured, he came back to partner Mathias Bo whilst Carsten was recovering. And they played really well. And then Carsten was coming back and he was a little bit uncertain on what to do. And I said to him, I'd like to see you play the mixed doubles. And he looked at me like I'd somehow been drinking. A lot of people did, but...
They've been Britta Anderson to start with. She got injured just before the Olympics.
Very bad injury.
And that was what put these two together, yeah?
Yeah, it was.
And of course, at the time, Christinna must have been a bit of a young gun, up and coming.
A lot younger, and then the skills that I highly appreciated was that he was a singles player, former singles player. Not a really good one because he lacked a bit in his defense, but he was able to cover a very big part of the court compared to a lot of doubles players, men's doubles players, that were a little bit limited in their movements. And then he was dangerous. He has a very, very strong attack. He's a winner.
He's got an Olympic medal now as well.
Married to a former player. I'm sure they married if they have their child together. Joachim won a bronze medal in women's doubles in 2003.
World Championship medals as well, haven't they? In 2009.
Yeah, my concerns in this match is that the Danes, they looked really strong in the first match. The opposition wasn't that strong, but I know that Joachim has been nursing a bit of an injury up to this World Series, so...
Well, he's 34, he's had some knee injuries, what is it?
Yeah, it's the knee, still the knee, so... He has to really tailor his practice to try to avoid these injuries here.
He's the old boy now, isn't he, in Team Denmark?
Exactly. And I think the Koreans, they play a very, very strong mix. I like the playing style of Shin, Baek, Choel. I think he tried out for some matches, a partnership with Lee Young-dae.
Service over. 5-4.
Gold medalist, isn't he, in the Asian Games? With Lee Hyun-jung. But these two have been partners for on and off for quite a few years. They were at the same university together, in the university team. Back home. I thought she touched it as well.
5-4.
So it went in anyway. Pretty interesting if it hadn't gone in the line, what the call would have been.
Service over. 6-5.
And another thing is that Joachim has only been on court once here 2 days ago.
23 minutes it lasted only as well.
So perhaps he's lacking a bit of touch here in the arena in Guangzhou, TianHe Stadium.
Yeah, the others have double that. today alone.
Service over. 6-all.
One of the things I like about his attack is that it is so steep. Quite similar to Fu Haifang in the men's doubles. So I guess the Koreans, they will be out to try to prevent him from attacking Shin Choel. Flag game.
Service over.
That's another
7-6.
concern. The service of Joachim Fischer. Be quite knocking down. Start down here.
Service over. 7-all.
It's very intense, Fischer Nielsen. Is that just general areas, or that's how he is at the moment?
It's generally very, very fired up for matches, team matches, individual tournaments. So, I guess it's also intense because this is well played by the Koreans here.
Service over.
And that's what they'll be looking to do, try to take the attack away from the Danes, because then they will no doubt have the upper hand.
Shin dominating that rally. And on to put it away. And he put himself a quarter-final place in the women's doubles with Nina.
Had played some mixed double with Ko Sung-yeon lately, and
yeah, I think they're trying to find the right combination for Ko. Lee Yong-dae as well is going to be playing mixed doubles. But, after today's performance, they need to work out one or two things together. I'm surprised by your lack of surprise in some respect.
Yeah.
I mean, the pair they played today, they won straight games twice in like the last few months.
Yeah.
I mean, I know this is the World Championship, this is when you want to peak, but...
It's the same about the Chinese women's singles. They've lost to Indonesian opponents on earlier occasions, and now they whitewashed them. That's because the focus is on this tournament. The Chinese players, the Chinese ladies, they don't care what happens in Indonesia or Singapore when they have.
Yeah, but it's
World
more than a
Championship.
coincidence that the Chinese Taipei are losing week in, week out, second, third rounds. You know, the Chinese pairs, they normally pick up a win here and there, and you know, the odd final, semi-final, even if they do lose the odd time in the first round. I mean,
yeah.
I mean that's as early as Ko and Lee have gone out all year, really.
But they also play a lot of tournaments, Ko and Lee, and in my opinion, perhaps a little bit too much. Same about Lee Chung-wei, could be said about Lee Chung-wei. He's playing all kinds of small tournaments in Malaysia, team tournaments.
11-8, interval.
It's nice for the organizers, but it's just a different strategy that, for instance, China has chosen.
Yeah, yeah. But less is more. 11-8, the interval lead here. It's been a good start from Shin and Koreans with a slight advantage against the number 4 seeds.
Coach here, Lee Dong-so, former Olympic silver medalist in 2004. Not Yo Yeon-sung, Yo Yeon-sung. Almost the same, but
20 seconds.
it was left-handed.
20 seconds.
Distinct difference, yeah.
It's got to be about
11,
the attack.
8.
How can we outmaneuver the opponents on the front court so they will have to lift? It's got to be what both combinations are discussing. Service from
8.
Jung.
Service fault,
Service
and she
over.
put it in the net.
9.
Apart from that, all was all right.
Yeah, I feel that she should lose another points when there's 2 faults called on that one. Just serving to Joachim Fischer.
Service over. 13-9.
We noticed earlier today that there's a slight side drift. Can perhaps that shut out from Joachim?
Service over. 10-13.
I think it's wise to push too much. Would expect Shin to be superior to the Danes in the fast flat game. Right. Lots of tension on both sides. Joachim felt he had to flick Jung, and she was almost hitting her own toes on that smash.
Service over. 14-11.
Yeah, we're not getting too many terrific rallies, are we, so far?
No, no. It's quite common when the battle is for the attack. There's a lot of tactical stuff going on in the service situation.
Service over. 12-14.
Really soft touch from Joachim Fischer, but very, very lucky that he got that one over. Good call by Joachim, screaming to C.Pedersen. Nice. Means no, no, no. Quite a bit out. We've closed the gap now.
We have 13-9 to 13.
14 all.
Played by Joachim. I believe that was something that was discussed in the interval. Both Danish coaches applauding. It's very common to do that when something that has been discussed in the interval is actually working. Side when it's C.Pedersen serving. Very strong server. It's 5 straight points. And this racket is broke. It's not straining against the racket. Lucky that the Koreans put that one wide, because it would have been almost impossible to return the shot with the broken racket.
points in a row. More than that, they've gone from 14-9 down as well.
17-14.
8 of the last 9 points now. It's a very different looking game. Suddenly it's Yum and Shin who've got some working out to do.
Interception by
Service over. 15-17.
Adjacent, and it's because it's one of the most fantastic rallies I've seen in a very, very long time.
How are you watching that and this one at the same time?
The left eye on.
I've got to say, I caught it as well. It's an all-Indonesian affair in the men's doubles on the other court. It's the ones that will now face the Chinese Taipei pair of Lee and Tsai. Looking rather comfortable now, isn't it, for Pedersen and...
yeah, they've been controlling the match since the interval. Just got strategy adjusted. And then strong service from Christinna Pedersen.
One.
It's long as well. Joachim really is struggling with his services. Sort of looks like he gets an electroshock when he's serving. That's a big sign of tension. There's 2 movements as well.
16-19.
You allowed that?
No. Shin here.
19.
Let's see if should serve towards Joachim.
The game points have arrived for the mains.
Airborne 17.
6 since the interval.
There you go, lovely way, and that's the tactic you were talking about. Obviously, they were working on.
Yeah.
Christinna Pedersen.
And when you're battling for attack, then of course the part of the court nearest the net gets really, really crowded. So in order to create room for making good shots on the front court, you need to play the back court. You need to move the players away from the net. Otherwise, there is no room for creative shots. And then it's closed, and the ones with the fastest racket movements, normally you're going to win the attack.
Nu holder vi det meget over mod deres baghånd nu.
Very wisely.
Husk også for din baghånd, når du kommer frem. Det er så bare lidt tid over der. Og I behøver ikke at gå til
You don't have to lift it all the time. Just keep the thread up so that the male player can't move forward towards the net.
Hold on, 20 seconds. Hold on, 20 seconds. Second game. Level. Play.
The question is, what had happened had Christinna not gotten into this great service rhythm? She took 6 or 7 points.
Service over. 1 plus.
Still a very good game.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but she did.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
But that would definitely be something the Koreans should be talking about. How do we prevent losing
2 plus.
area of points when Christinna is serving?
Three plus.
Wow. I think the umpire made a wrong correction here. That would come on the line.
Service over. 1-3. Service over.
Just the start. The Koreans wanted it. Beginning of the second game.
Yeah, they got the same start in the first. Leading 4-1. Try to extend the lead. Good interception by Christinna Pedersen there. Just gets enough speed in it to prevent Shin from saving.
Here we are, the Christinna serve then.
Yeah, and a very good server. They've had enormous success in flicking home, doing it even more than they've done. Get her away from the net. for the game.
5-3.
Just able to pick up that Christinna was moving towards the net. Some of the trademarks of a true mixed doubles player. Let's flip. C.Pedersen. That one, because if she just blocks it, they have to lift. That's exactly what the Koreans to do. They match up very well because the Danes have, in my mind, the strongest attack. But the Koreans also have the strongest defense, so they match each other very well. It's possible to make turnarounds, change defense to offense, and sometimes we see some very lopsided mixed ups where when you get the attack, you just take it to a win. Every time, but here it's actually possible to turn around.
Service over. 8-4.
Smash placement. High one on here. So apparently you just can't keep on flicking. She will respond. Shot.
6-8.
Top spin. Players just want them to delay the game.
Ironically delays the game in doing so.
Yeah.
6-8.
It's okay. He then follows it. Exactly if it's done again.
We have seen the yellow card, haven't we, for that?
7-8.
Remember Christinna and Gabby White, I think.
Yeah, Christinna got yellow card. creating a row of points, not by herself, but in her service. Service is so precise. That I want to see if we can do anything to put it upwards. Quite easy for Joachim to handle the Koreans. Clever by Shin. Taking a short break there. Strong reactions. C.Pedersen. Shin Baek Choel.
9-all.
Five points.
Pedersen serve again, proving fairly influential.
Service over. 10.
Took behind to find that shuttle again. So long was that. Last service exchange looks like something that the Danes have studied on videotape.
Danes very much in control again. Trailing at the start of this second game as they were in the first, but now looking very much on top. 11-9 and a game up already.
Top 1, 20 seconds. Top 1, 20 seconds.
Tilbage til hende er det perfekt. Hold.
11-9. Play. Service over.
This was exactly what the Danes
10,
weren't looking
11.
to do. To be pushing and getting the game going in a pace too fast for them. Of course, the Koreans, they weren't satisfied.
Service over. 12-10.
This match plays the winner of the game just about to start for next door from a Fischer-Pedersen point of view. Where to go on here? Is there a
Service
preference
over.
who you think they prefer to?
11-12.
I'm not really sure. I think they're the favorite against any of the two pairs.
Service over. 13-11.
Quite lucky for Joachim Fischer here.
I think he wanted to play it, didn't he?
here, definitely his services are the biggest concern right now, and when you're injured you don't get to play that many matches, and it's only in matches that you really test your services. That has not been good in this match, but almost everything else has.
Service over. 12-14. Service over.
Deception.
15.
Luckily for the Danes, unlucky for the Koreans, stayed on their side. Christinna was totally lost.
Too high. Christinna is going to tell him now that she's been serving exactly the same way this tournament, the tournament before, and the tournament before that. And that is correct. So there might be a faulty service, but then it's faulty every time. Was it 40? I mean, you didn't see the replay. It didn't look too much wrong with it, to be fair. But,
I think
service judge is obviously very much with his eye on it. I think the umpire's right, though. He makes the decisions. You got to live by it. You shouldn't go around trying to intimidate the service judge, really, should you? And C.Pedersen of India is the service judge.
13-15.
It might be just the kind of thing just to fire them up for the final few points.
yeah, I don't think it really bothers them. Game going on between the umpires and the players. I mean, you asked before if I thought it was a fault. I can answer more generally and say that there's a lot of players in this tournament that, in my opinion, has a service that is not complying with the rules. But every umpire is accepting it, and I don't think there's a match where 5 service faults has been called. So
It was in that men's doubles.
there was
About 5, yeah.
yeah, but 5 is okay if you have a good service, and then 5 faults are called. That's excellent. Instead of having a service like Joachim. That is really shaky, and but perhaps a little bit more by the regulations. Oh, that's a great shot. Excellent shot. Totally catching the Danes on the wrong foot. They've closed the gap.
From Shin, 16 kilometers per hour. I think that makes our top 5, but does narrow the gap now from 16-13, 16-15.
must say that Wang is also struggling a bit with her service because they are a bit too high over the net. Services.
17, 16.
If you look at her arm, it's almost horizontal.
The regulations, Density.
Yeah. You're not allowed to serve above the waist.
But the waist is the ribs more than the actual waist.
If your arm is horizontal, your left arm, look at her left arm with the shuttle in. Let's actually see it, okay. Okay.
Suddenly, we have a proposition here of a third set.
I might have been wrong as well about Christinna not being bothered by all this fuss about the service fault called and the umpire calling her to correct her. Because the Danes were leading at that point by 3 or so.
Yeah, 16-13 is 5 points in a row for the Koreans. Another run in there.
17, 18.
Serve, and they really need to string some points together here, the Danes, if they are to get the job. That is a wonderful touch. Easy to lob a man as tall as Shin is.
He was in position for a push.
Medicine.
Save it, Shin, because I think I'm trying to reach for it. Player here.
Points coming up. Serving. It's Fischer Nielsen. You're not so confident tonight.
Short service now. Good short service. Because this is where the pressure is now, so now you need to perform.
So game point for the Korean pair here, and we're on the verge of another thriller involving a Korean or two. They've been on the wrong side of it tonight, but maybe they can cause a little upset of their own. Heart-wrenching, isn't it? Oh, you can feel the pain. And now it's Christinna who's serving for the Danes. 20-all. have been, what should have been really for the Koreans, the serve from A1 going into the net. Now suddenly it's C.Pedersen serving. With a chance to book Denmark into the quarterfinals of the mixed doubles. Somehow the Koreans. Nielsen did well to dig that one out, didn't he? What a point this is turning out to be. It's a saving one for the Koreans.
I feel he jumped from the middle of the court to kill that one. His right side. Look at this.
Wow.
To go from the other side of the middle line.
It's game point once again for the Koreans. Their second. Shin, Choel and Wang take the second game. They had match point, and it's into a third set.
That was too steep. That smash from Joachim Fischer. Anything could actually happen now because of Wang and Joachim Fischer can get services into play. None of them have really been convincing, but is going.
Somehow, for me,
20 seconds.
Fischer Nielsen needs to stop flick serving because there's a predictability about it. You know, your opponent knows it's coming.
Yeah.
I know he feels more comfortable with it.
Yeah, especially here in the beginning, he needs to sort of.
But he's not winning points with it
Be
anyway.
ready to sacrifice a little bit, perhaps losing immediately on the short services, but show the Koreans that it is a possibility that it's short.
Yeah, because he's not winning points anyway with the flick anyway. So.
Great shot.
Excellent first point.
Well played by the Koreans. Can I say that?
Yeah, it was.
One love.
So they have the momentum right now.
Sometimes when you're struggling with your service, it also affects the other parts of your game, but I don't think that's the case with Young here. Staying on their side. Bring them 3-0 behind instead. 1-2.
There's no doubt which pairing's got their tails up at the moment, is there? Shin's quickly sniffed those out, isn't he?
3-1.
He's very active, hasn't he?
Christinna's been to service faults the last 2 times she's received from that side. She needs to get it into play. Another 4-1 lead for the Koreans. They've led 4-1 in every set.
One they won, and of course one they lost. But off the back of winning a tight one, sometimes it's the other team that can make the quicker start. So all credit to them. And we just won a tight set in the way they did to start this way in the third.
Yellow card for Joachim But he shouldn't apologize before giving him a yellow card. Otherwise, he should just avoid giving it to him. I mean, don't apologize.
It's politeness. It's for wasting time. But you know, we'd be saying, you know, if you're going to come out and say hurry up, at least do something about it.
And that's fine, but don't apologize. I mean,
what, you rather him be rude?
No, just he wants him. Because apologizing is just sort of protecting your own feelings from feeling bad. Oh, I feel bad, I gave him a yellow card, so I must apologize to him. Don't apologize. If Joachim Fischer is breaking the rules, give him a warning and continue umpiring.
So, Steen, what happens now? So he's got a yellow card. It doesn't mean anything yet, does it?
No. It means that if they do it one more time, they will lose a point. And I'm not sure, but I think we can find out if Danes should win. Will that yellow card follow them in the tournament, so that next time if they get folded, they're lost. I'll just see if I can check it out.
Okay, and I think they get a financial penalty as well. But yeah, I'm not too sure about whether it carries through. I have a feeling it's just during this match, in this match alone.
They'll live through the financial part of it.
Service over. 5-4.
hasn't had a detrimental effect, has it? Nielsen.
Service over. 5-all.
And then more. 5 points all. Tight, edgy match. Doubles. Medal favourites here, under pressure.
6-5.
If Shin would have caught up with that, he would have been forced to lift it. A bit out of position, giving Joachim a good chance to finish the rally later on.
Quarter run of points this for the Danes, 6 out of the last 7.
It really is a match that changes from one side to another.
Yeah, the momentum,
Time.
you don't think just because the momentum at the moment with the Danes, that's that, do you? You feel it could swing back again.
Because all the time when one pair is coming up with a good idea, the others react and
8-5.
think of something to get back. Koreans really have to be careful now because it's Christinna serving.
He's been busy, hasn't he? The umpire Simon Al here from Hong Kong. This time he didn't get the luck of the net cord.
6-8.
Rolled back.
Service over. 9-6.
Wild shot there from Shin.
Now, is he going to flick serve it, or is he going to give a serve?
He's got to serve because otherwise he's going to get a red card.
Can't be rushing, is he?
There was the shot. He's really coming forward in the defense.
Service over. 7-9.
Well, if we ask people watching this match if they remember a specific umpire from this tournament, this will definitely be the one.
7-9.
Has
Yeah, it's always better.
attracted attention to himself.
It's yeah, the way you express that, I think, is part of it, really. Best referee for the ones in the notice and best umpires normally.
Service over. 10-7.
Well, it's a good lead, isn't it, at the interval? 11-7 for the Danes.
Yeah, That's 10-3 since being behind 4-1. So it looks in contention right now.
Spiller I deres baghånd, så trykker de den ned mod dit round ahead, Jørgen. Der skal I være overad. De skal derovre af på banen. Stadigvæk styre på den måde baghånd der, men det skal gå på net. De skal være klar over den side her. Så skal vi frem i den.
So here we go, the last stand. Could be in for a bit of an upset in the women's singles again. We will see the number 5 seed go out. Wang is in trouble against the young Indian player, PV Sindhu. I'll say Li Xiuwei looked really impressive in her win today.
Service over.
Clever smash by Wang here. Taking a bit of speed off the shovel.
It's the day of upsets, it seems. The number 1 pair in the men's doubles, number 5 in the women's singles, the number 2 in the women's singles. And
let's see if Yihan can come through.
Yeah, I know it's not impossible. And there's also a spot above here for the number 4 seeds in the mixed doubles. They're looking good at the minute.
Service over. Nine, 12.
We now know who the winner of this match will play. It's Mohamed Rajal and Debbie Susanto. And Indonesia will come through very comfortably against Cheng and Chen. Excellent return from C.Pedersen. Nicely placed, isn't it?
He's playing brilliantly, Shin Choel. Saving a lot of difficult situations for the Koreans. And in the end, that puts pressure on the Danish attack. He's getting a seen a couple of mistakes from Christinna where she has just to block the shots. 3 shots in the net here.
Got tighter again, hasn't it? That might be the way it goes.
Yeah. Well, of course you like to make these shots, but you really have to keep on playing them because otherwise you get lift, and that's not the solution. So you just have to play them a little bit better. But I must say the momentum has changed again.
points on the spin for the Korean pair here.
So
And well.
if I were the Danes, I would have marked the court right now.
They can't do too many delays, I think.
No, they have to be careful.
Because a point deduction would be critical, really, right now at this stage. Shin is pumped up, isn't he?
He's playing really well right now. It's the one that makes a difference in this game at the moment. He's unable to turn the defense around. So when he's playing that well, then you have to try something else. See if we can challenge him, because still putting the shots at Shin seems to be a losing way.
The run at least. Yeah, as far as
service return.
Nielsen are concerned, it's Christinna who's going to be serving as well. They need a run of points from her here, don't they, on her serve.
Very good service return. Not a lot of speed in it. Makes it a little bit more difficult for Shin. Joachim touched it. The umpire didn't see anything.
Well, the Koreans did.
Yeah, the Koreans did, but the umpire didn't.
And did.
And now he's probably going to give them a warning for complaints.
He made a sign there. Was that to say I did touch it or I did touch it from Fischer Nielsen? He's changing sweatbands and
His racket was broken. Now he can't find his racket.
yeah, you might need one of those. Yeah, got away with one there, didn't they?
So, but the umpire is right. I mean, if he didn't see Joachim touching, we can't be entirely sure either, can we? But if the umpire didn't see it, he can't rule that it was touched.
I say we need a snickometer, but having watched some of the Ashes cricket, maybe that wouldn't work either.
Yeah. But you can't say he didn't touch it. You can say, I didn't see anything. Well played. Oh, fantastic shot from Shin. And I think Joachim pushed it a little bit too much when he had a chance. I mean, it's tense right now, and you get a chance to hit it downwards, you want to take it, but sometimes it's more efficient just blocking it.
15-14.
That was going to be taken.
Yeah, and the Danes are being lured into putting speed into the shuttles, and Koreans are in that game.
Well, no doubt who the star player's been out of the four as well. And now they are 16-14 to the good. 18-14.
17-14.
They're 9-2 in the last 11 rallies, the Koreans.
Number 22 there. Can't read that much into the ranking given the momentum they play together. Shin and Wang, but this is a medal hope for Denmark. Right now, it's dwindling for them here on court.
Talk about
15,
small margins in
17.
sport.
You can see from that it was
Clearly out, yeah. Close the gap again.
And that pendulum keeps swinging one way, then the other. Where is it going to stop?
In the last two rallies, they could easily have gone the Korean way as well. So, such an exciting match.
And now, it's getting to make or break time.
What about the serves?
A couple of good serves.
Look how fired up he is.
17 all.
This was a great chance for the Koreans. Serving to a Shin. Big opportunity for taking the point, given the way he's been serving. Spared in reaction time for Christinna Pedersen. Pushes his jet just a few inches longer than normally. Block it.
Christinna Pedersen, and suddenly the Koreans here are 2 points away from victory on what's proving to be a day of upsets, it seems. The umpire's telling the players to be on court, and all 4 of them have walked off.
Yeah. He's totally misunderstood his role here. Perhaps he's actually doing the right thing, but then it's just all the other umpires that are doing something that they shouldn't do.
19-17.
19-17. Yeah. Deserves a major victory in these World Championships.
Christinna Pedersen serving.
18-19.
Very important point now for both pairs.
been. Is it to end here? A1 serving for place in the quarterfinals.
They took the first set, Fischer, Nielsen and Pedersen. With Shin and them taking that very tight second, they carried that momentum on through to the third. And, well, some disappointed Danes out there, and I would have thought a disappointed Dane alongside me as well.
Yeah, I think they had the chances, but as I said before the match, it could be a really, really tough one to get past, and unfortunately, I think Danes played exactly at their highest level today. Quite understandable by injuries that J.Fischer has been suffering, but all credit to the Koreans, both players, but especially Choel here. Decisive factor in the match.
Very well. So, an upset once again here, and it's the Korean pair this side, on the right side of things.
For you, but I can tell you there is a thriller happening on the far side of the arena at the moment as well. Wang has saved 3 match points, but one of the rallies at the championships has just gone on with PV Sindhu going 22 points to 21 up, and with no players on the men's double court right now. Here they come. We've got Matthias Bocaster Magnuson taking on Chai Bio and Zhang Nan. And what a night it's proved to be already. We've seen the number 5 seed knocked out in the women's singles, the number 1 pair knocked out in the men's doubles, the number 4 seeds knocked out in the mixed doubles, and now we have Bora Mogensen, the Olympic silver medalist, up against the number 9 seeds of Rio.
Who is receiving? Who's receiving?
Hopefully, our umpire here is going to have a quite time than our previous one. Klaus Schlieben of Austria. Simon Out now has gone from the umpire's chair to the service judge one.